It's been a while. I just wanted to know I'm doing this because I wanted to get out. I was kicking myself because it's a beautiful day and it's already in November, and this might be the last one of the warm days. So I know you could kayak whenever you want, but today I'm going to do Weequahic Park in Newark. I'm going to level with you. I feel like a little bit like a fish out of water. I have not been back in the kayak since my little adventure on the River Lee in Ireland, in Cork. But I'm looking forward to this. It might be the last time out for the season. I also didn't mention this is the first time I'm in this kayak when there's a hole in it, and the hole in this kayak happened not from action. It actually, a tree hit it when it was in my backyard. I'll show you later, but oh, my eyes deceive me, but it almost looks like, yeah, it's actually getting some water, not a lot. Anyway. So we do have this little, this little dock here. But for a kayak, you'll notice that that's not really convenient to get into, and it's sitting pretty high above. But it's cool they have that. I guess if you had like a rowboat, that would be pretty neat. So there's a bunch of places here where folks work out. It's probably like 65 degrees maybe with the sun, but there's people out here partying, and when I say partying, working out. So it's pretty cool. I think I know this guy with the hat. Anyway, all right. Now I know you watch the channel, but if you're new to this channel, you probably noticed this channel's all over the place. This guy's kayaking, he's walking, exploring railroad tracks, he's in Ireland a lot. And then he's doing walk and talk videos about really the meaning of life. But that is what the channel is. I'm not sure where we're going from here, but it's gonna be different. And I understand a lot of times I try to put chapters in these videos, so if there's something that doesn't interest you, you could just kind of skip past it. And if the videos annoy folks, I understand. I've got a lot of people that unsubscribed. It's funny, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but out of the ones I did, I got that last video, the walk and talk, kind of rubbed some folks are like, I don't want to listen to this. This is what I signed up for, so I respect that. I might have been wrong about the water. Might have just been a coincidence in the hole in the boat, but I still need to look at it. In life, think about this. Since the time you were born, your whole body, because you breathed, eaten, shed skin, grown, are you really the same person physically you were when you were born? Who knows? You might not even be the same person 10 years ago. But the point is, how you doing? Is we change. And I'm so curious now about life. There's so many things I want to share with you. But how's it going? Enjoying the last nice day. Pretty cool. You guys fish at all? Anything good in here? Whew. Have a good one. Well, and that's a perfect example of, you you bump into people, you talk. I don't even consider myself an extrovert at all, but I do enjoy meeting people at certain times and sharing. And but what I want to talk to you about is this little ramble. Is, you know, you ever get a feeling that something, you get like a sixth sense about something, and you can't prove it, but you got a feeling? So what I'm talking about is, I've worked in Newark, as I've been told to say it, for many years. And I always felt like walking around, they said these buildings were erected in the late 1800s, early 1900s. And when I looked into it, the architecture and the timelines, they never made sense to me. So that's the thread I'm pulling on right now. I'm trying to figure out what's really going on. And I'll leave you with that. If you've ever considered this, meaning maybe these buildings were not created when we think they were and by who we think they were, I'm just curious. And let me know in the comments if you ever thought this. I'm also thinking about possibly going to, taking a wander in Newark and looking at some of these buildings and pointing out some of the things that I'm talking about. And it's almost like you're in another dimension when you see this, but.
Got a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Got a YouTube channel?
It's funny, I'm talking to this gentleman here. And what's your name? Sharif. And he's telling me that he's seen the police actually pull somebody out of here. Not, what you think, but for kayaking. So I feel lucky that I'm able to do this. So I'm going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's illegal. They said, it's Weequahic Park. No.
Well, Sharif, man, nice meeting you. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Take care, man. See, that's what I'm saying. It's so crazy. Like, why would this be illegal? There's like, I think I know why though. But before I say that, check this out. There's so many little cool things. See, that's the NJtransit line, but that's Lehigh Valley as well. So that's a cargo. But a lot of action going on here. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going because it looks like we're running out of, out of light. It is really beautiful out today. And I always talk to you about this, but I feel, I don't know if you go through this, but you feel like, oh, this is a beautiful day. I actually dropped my daughter off with a friend, and they're having a great time out in, I'll just say Amish country. And I was like, I got some time to be outside. It's like 65 degrees, but it just felt a lot of pressure to do something. And I'm like, you know what, just do whatever. And here I am. Evidently, I don't know if that's true, if this is illegal. I can't imagine. But we'll see. But some wind coming up. It's funny how some of these ducks are so, I gotta look them up. They're not just mallards, they're definitely different types of ducks here. All right. Look at all that beauty, and then you have this freaking tire there. So this is Route 22 right here in front of us. And on the right here is covered brush, but there's a wicked hill over here. I see people walking up and down, and also folks taking their chances with roller skates and bikes and things. But I love this arch here. I don't know if you could see it that well, but it's in my curiosities about how it was architected and when. This area right here next to Route 22 floods a lot. Some of this path is sometimes underwater. What is this here? Is this like an outflow? This is I don't know what the name for this, but there's a retaining wall all around the edge here. But again, when there's big rain, it just basically floods over it. Now, if I didn't tell you I was in Newark, you might think I'm out in the Poconos. Look how beautiful this is. And it's right here, if you live near me, very close. Why not? Just wear your life jacket, your PFD. It helps to know how to swim a little bit, a lot actually, but the PFDs need it. It's so beautiful, and it's always funny when I come to places. I hear people like, "Is he allowed in there?" And think about how insane that is. Why? Imagine, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of years ago, like people just stopped doing things because people said you couldn't. So I'm not saying go and do things illegally, but I did semi-look. It's not illegal. I think what is trying to be controlled or avoided is, you may run into this with your own kids or family members, but there's this thing where the TikTok generation, where they think, it's like kind of like Tom and Jerry or Bugs Bunny, when there's like graphic violence, someone gets shot, their head shot off, and then the next scene they're alive. I think some kids think that with driving and with water sports, that there's no second try. If you drown, you're dead. So it's up to you. And you've seen me in action. I get that. I test that boundary as well. Yeah, trains and cars and people. And beauty. Thank you. That's basically all I can think right now is thanks. And once the sun peeks out again from those clouds, it's going to illuminate these trees, and it's magnificent. It's magic. The little things in life. Right here. Keep forgetting we're gonna run out of sunlight. No, it's a migration. They're all dusting up. And there goes a whole bunch taking off. Bon voyage. I don't know if you can hear that. They are vocal.